What up? And I'm gonna show you how I made this pasta side using leftovers. Okay? And it was delicious. Because one thing I can do is make a meal in a crunch. So first off, I'm gonna be using fresh garlic because you need that. You just need fresh garlic. And it just tastes better. Especially when it comes to pastas. So I went ahead and put that in my vegetable chopper and chopped it up. Chopped it up real nice and real good. Okay? Because like I said, you need that fresh garlic, but if you don't have fresh garlic, if you got mint, anything would do pretty much. Just make sure you have it. You need that garlic flavor, okay? That's really it's going to help this a lot. Now, I said this was leftovers because I'm going to be using leftover pasta also. All of these were leftover half bags or half boxes. So it's a little bit of egg noodles, not even a half thing of elbow macaroni, and half of some penne noodles. Like I said, I can do what it do in a crunch. So I'm gonna be using all of them. Yes. I'm gonna show you what it do. We gonna make a leftover meal today. And I got some leftover baked chicken thighs that I'm gonna be also adding to the meal. Not the pasta, just to the meal. But you're gonna see at the end. So I started off with putting butter in the pot. Okay, we're not making no rule. I don't really like rules. But to each his own. So for now, I'm just gonna be doing milk and butter. So right now, before I add the milk, I'm just going to make sure the butter is melted all the way. And then I'm going to be putting that fresh garlic that I chopped up in my vegetable chopper. I'm going to put that right up in there. Okay. Put it right in that thing. Okay. And we're going to cook this garlic. We ain't going to burn it per se because the garlic it don't take long to cook garlic. So on a medium heat, like a medium-ish heat right here. Just, we just gonna kind of, let it kind of get a little fragrant, basically. When you start smelling that thing, that's when it's done. It was a lot of it. I just like to make sure I get all of it out the vegetable chopper. Because whenever I chop it in small pieces like this, I definitely got to make sure I get every piece. Okay? I want all of my garlic. So, then we're gonna, like I said, we're just gonna get a nice brown to the garlic. Not burn it. Just a nice fragrant, okay, like this. Nice color and a nice fragrant. Now we're going to add some milk. I'm using 2% milk. That is what's being used today, okay? So I'm going to cook this until it gets a little fizzle, okay? Get a little bit of fizzle on the pizzle. Just wait until it starts to basically bubble up and cream up. So like I said, like a medium heat. You can even turn it down to like a medium-ish low because you don't want the cheese to separate when you add that. So just to add creaminess, since I'm not using heavy milk, I added a little bit of heavy cream that I had left. And when I say a little bit, I mean a little bit. And when I say this is a leftover meal, I meant that. I'm using what I got because I didn't really have a taste for nothing, but I like to use what I got to create magic. So I added all that cream cheese, and we just gonna let this heat up and melt. Let all that cream cheese melt, so we can let everything. Basically, the cream cheese gonna allow us to thicken up more. Okay, and this is like we not putting no cheese in or none of that. All it was garlic, milk, and the cream cheese. That's it. So let that kind of leave that alone for a minute. Let it get a little fizzle on there. And as it's melting, I did add a little bit of just a tiny bit of the pasta water since I got the noodles boiling at the same time. I added a little bit of that pasta water just to kind of help the sauce, basically help the thickness. Even though I'm gonna keep the milk on standby because I always usually have to add just like a little bit of milk once it starts to thicken up, and after I add the cheese. Now you see right there, it did start to thicken up, and that's when I started to add all my leftover cheeses. I had some leftover Mexican style cheese. I had some leftover Asiago Cheddar. It was some kind of Asiago sandwich cheese, and I had some Colby Jack cheese. So I just basically used what I had on hand. This is one of them days where I wasn't about to get out the house, then go to the store. Like it was something I could work with. And when I could work with something, I'm going to work with it. I ain't going to do none major and none extra. I'm just going to use what I got and make some magic. Okay? So it's starting to thicken up. I add a little bit more milk. As it starts to thicken up, I just add a little bit more liquid just to make sure it don't be too thick. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it too thick. And I don't want it too watery either. You need a happy medium, okay? So I'm gonna just keep stirring on this low medium heat. Like between low and medium is where I'm on. I'm just gonna keep stirring until it gets to thicken to my liking. Okay? That's what we're doing. That's the key to making pasta sauce anyway. You should make sure you stir. You don't have to keep stirring, but stirring occasionally is key, just to make sure nothing, thickens up too thick. Thickens up too thick? That don't even make sense. Just to make sure don't nothing thicken up too much. Okay. Now we're gonna season. I'm using some complete seasoning. I'm using my Shaw Farms Creole rubbed, the Smoky Creole rub to be exact. And I threw in a little bit of garlic powder and some black pepper. But you always know in the description box, the ingredients will be there for you. Okay? This didn't even require too many ingredients, but I'm gonna still list them. And you can add whatever you want to this, okay? You can add some onion, you can add some pepper. That just wasn't on the agenda today, but add what you want. This is all about your dish is your taste buds, your palate. Add whatever you want. If you want to spruce it up, do your thug thistle. I'm just giving you the base. I'm just giving you the basic of what I did, and then after that, you just take the recipe with you and do what you want to do with it. Because that's what I do when I take other people. Like if I do other people recipes, I definitely add like my spin on it or take something away. Like it's always something. But I'm pretty good on like following recipes. Now we're gonna add the noodles in. Once you get the sauce to your taste and to the texture that you are liking, then add those noodles in. Okay, add that assortment. I'm adding my assortment of noodles. Okay, I just added those in. And this was truly an experiment. Okay, truly an experiment. So I just basically, I just do what I do. You know what I'm saying? I just like to create magic. And it always comes out magical. So I've added those noodles in. I haven't added none yet. I got some leftover chicken, and I steamed some broccoli, and I seasoned that with a little bit of black pepper and a little bit of garlic powder. So, yeah, flavor. And I still had some more sandwich slices, so I added some more of that Asiago cheese. Then I threw in my steamed broccoli. Threw it in, gave it a mixy mix. The wetness from that's going to help the sauce too. It ain't super wet, but you know how steamed broccoli is. So I just threw that in there. I ain't added my leftover chicken yet. Boom, there you go. Leftover chicken. And it's really, I used some of the leftover chicken thighs. So I had made like a bunch of chicken thighs, and I needed something to go on the side of it basically. So maybe like 2 or 3 of them. Of the baked chicken thighs, I just took the meat off. Warmed it up, and threw it in here. So this is like a chicken thigh pasta technically. But listen, delicious. And since I made so many chicken thighs, I was able to throw one on the side, with this pasta side. And I also made some honey cornbread muffins. I don't know who said Jiffy ain't good, but Jiffy is delicious. Then I threw in a little bit of Parmesan cheese and some of this medium wing sauce. Or was that mild? Medium or mild, pick one. You use either one you want to do. But I threw that in there too because I just wanted a little bit of spice. At the last minute, I just tasted it. And at the last minute is when I decide if I need to add something else or what I need to add, if I need a little bit of spice, because most of my food has a little bit of spice in it. So basically at this point, I added everything. We just seasoning the taste. Okay, add any seasoning that you need. Do what you got to do. Okay, at this point, we just making it perfect. And it really was. It was delicious. This is one of the best leftover pastas I've ever made. I'm not gonna lie to you. It really is. I love it. I hope y'all make it. Granted, I know most people probably won't have too many leftover pastas like I do. But I hope you make it. And if you do, let me know. Drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe, and share. And I'm going to, of course, put a clip in the end. Go ahead and follow my Instagram. We already done hit 1,000. We on the road to 10K. Okay, and I know we can get there. This was the leftover. This was the meal prep plan right there. And that's it. Go ahead and follow. Okay, like, share, and subscribe.